Hi friends, welcome to Sure Success Home Tuitions. In this video, I'm going to talk about Issue of Debentures chapter. In this video, I'm going to cover the entire Issue of Debentures chapter. So, the Issue of Debentures, before I dive into the practical problems, I wanted to explain the major concepts and explain the basic journal entries. How do you write them? Okay, so many of them suffer or many of them doesn't know how to write a journal entry from this chapter, and many of them doesn't know some basic things from this chapter. So I wanted to explain those basic things and basic journal entries and some basic formulas before diving into the practical problems from this chapter. Okay, first of all, Issue of Debentures chapter has 6 major concepts. Okay, so this 6 major concepts, if you are thorough with, the entire chapter is over. So that 6 major concepts I am going to teach you in this video. So please do not skip the video. Just I'll be keeping it very short. So please listen to the video and then you can try for the practical problems. It will be very useful and it will be very easy to you also. Okay, so I am starting. What are the major 6 concepts from this chapter? So first concept is basic thing, which is issue of debentures. The company can issue debentures either at par, premium or discount. Okay, the company can issue debentures either at par, premium, discount. Okay, so when the company is issuing debentures, what is the journal entry? So when the company is issuing debentures, the journal entry is, see, practically if you think, the company is issuing debentures. When the company is issuing debentures, in return, what the company will get? If the company is issuing shares, in return, what the company will get? If you think that the company in return will get cash, so you have to write the journal entry as cash or bank account debtor. I will write it as bank account debtor to debentures or debenture application and allotment account. See, if the question says that application 20 rupees, allotment 30 rupees, first and final call 20 rupees, like that, split up for application, allotment and final call, if it is given, means you have to write the issue journal entry as bank account debtor to application, debenture application. That's fine. But if the question doesn't show any split up, in case of application, allotment and all, those split ups are not there, you have to write it as bank account debtor to debenture application and allotment account. The issue entry will be like this only. So it is basic par, at par entry. When the company has issued debentures at premium, so at premium, when the company is issuing debentures, so the basic journal entry will be, again the company here, it is issuing debentures and in return it is getting money. But in this case, in premium case, the money paid by the public is along with the premium. So the company will receive the premium money as well. So the journal entry should be bank account debtor to debenture application or debenture application and allotment account. The entry is same, but the amount will include the premium amount also in this journal entry. Okay. And when the company is issuing debentures at a discount, okay, so when the company is issuing debentures at a discount, you can say bank account debtor to debenture application or debenture application and allotment account. In the bank account, payment would have been received deducting the discount. So same way, in this journal entry, while you are writing the amount, you have to deduct the discount amount and write it. Okay, so I have covered the basic journal entry for issue. Whenever you write a issue journal entry, bank account data to debenture or debenture application allotment account, whenever you write this basic journal entry, the item which you credited in the issue journal entry, okay, you have to debit in the second entry, which is called a transfer entry. Second entry is very mandatory. Whenever you write a issue journal entry, the second entry should be the transfer journal entry. Okay, so the transfer journal entry, how you will write it means very easy. In the issue journal entry, you would have credited debenture application or debenture application and allotment account. Like that, you would have been credited in the issue journal entry. That credited item will be going for debit in this transfer entry. You have to write it as debenture application or debenture application and allotment account data to debentures account. If it is in par, if it is issued in par, the transfer entry will be debenture application and allotment account data to debentures account. If the debentures are issued at premium, the transfer entry will be debenture application and allotment account data to debentures to securities premium. If it is issued at discount, debenture application and allotment account data, discount on issue of debentures to debenture account. So this is the basic issue of debentures journal entry. Please keep it in mind. Whenever you write a issue journal entry, you should also write the transfer journal entry as well in case of issue and redemption of debentures. Redemption of debentures later I'm going to cover, but in case of issue journal entry, you will have to compulsorily, mandatorily write the transfer entry also. The first concept I have covered. Okay, the second concept will be when a company is purchasing an asset and it is paying debentures instead of cash, or when a company is taking over another business and it is paying debentures instead of cash. So it is called as purchase consideration other than cash. In this scenario, what you will have to do? So the first thing, when a company is purchasing an asset, so here you assume you are the company. Whenever, this is very important point, whenever you prepare some accounts, any accounts, whether it may be any accounts, you see from your point of view. The accounting concept should be seen from your point of view. So you are purchasing, you are the company and you are purchasing an asset. Okay, when you are purchasing the asset is coming in. So when the asset is coming in, you say it as asset account data or the name of the asset. If it is given, you say name of the asset, furniture account data. Because debit the receiver or debit what comes in. Debit what comes in. Okay, so asset account says, real account deals with assets. Those golden rules and all, I'm not going to go inside. So real account deals with debit what comes in. So here the furniture is coming in or plant is coming in or sundry assets. So sundry assets account data to from whom you purchased. So if the vendor name is given, you write X Limited, or if the vendor name is not given, you write vendor account. So sundry assets account data to vendor account I am saying. So here this is the purchase of asset entry. And in the question they will say A Limited purchased an asset worth 10 lakhs by issuing 10,000 debentures of 100 each at a premium of 10%. This will be the question for example. Okay, so that scenario, first you will have to write the purchase of asset journal entry, which is called sundry asset account data to vendor account. And second journal entry will be vendor account data. So what this is transfer entry. So In case of purchase of asset also, you are purchasing the asset and then you are making the payment. No. So second transaction is making the payment. First is purchasing asset. Second is making the payment. So first entry purchasing the asset, sundry assets to vendor account I told you. Now you are making the payment. The vendor will receive the payment. So you will have to write vendor account debtor. Debit the receiver. So vendor account debtor 2. You are issuing debentures, 10,000 debentures, 100 each at a premium of 10%. So, but here they have in this question I have directly given 10,000 debentures. But in majority of the questions, they won't give the number of debentures. At that time, you will have to find the number of debentures. The formula is purchase consideration divided by issue price. Okay, the purchase consideration here is 10 lakhs because you purchase the asset for 10 lakhs only. So 10 lakhs divided by issue prices. Here I said it is issued, the debentures are issued at a premium of 10%. So 100 plus 10% of 100 will give you 10 rupees. So 100 plus 10 is 110. So purchase consideration is 10 lakhs divided by 110 will give you some answer. That is the number of debentures issued. Like that you have to calculate. This is an example. While dealing the practical problems, I will be dealing very detailed manner. Okay. So next, you will fill it that one. So vendor account debtor to debentures to securities premium account. Okay. Similarly, when a company is purchasing another business, when a company is taking over another business, so you will have to write the journal entry should be like this: sundry assets account debtor. The question will say the company has taken over some assets, like that. So sundry assets account debtor 2. One line you leave the gap. Okay, sundry assets account debtor, one line you leave the gap and you write 2 liabilities taken over and 2 from the vendor name from whom the company has purchased assets and liabilities. But here the vendor name, if it is not given, you write vendor account. If the name of the vendor is given, you can write it as the name of the vendor. So assets account debtor, one line gap, 2 liabilities, 2 vendor account. The difference will be either if it is coming in the debit side, it is called goodwill account debtor. If it is coming in the credit side, it will be called as capital reserve account. Goodwill account debtor or capital reserve account. Difference between the debit and credit will be said as goodwill or capital reserve. Okay, this is some basic journal entries which I wanted to share with you. So please keep a note on it. And then the next entry will be, now they purchased asset, taken over liabilities, and that entry you showed. The second entry should be making the payment entry. For the vendor account, this company purchased, the purchasing company purchased the asset and taken over liabilities from the other party. So the other party now will receive the debentures. So that vendor account debtor to number of debentures, as I already told you, purchase consideration by issue price. It's exactly called as unpaid purchase consideration. Sometimes they will say immediately the person has paid 50,000 through check, like that. So in that scenario, you have to minus that 50,000 because you have already paid the amount through cash or check. So you take unpaid purchase consideration divided by issue price, that will give you number of debentures. I hope you're clear. Okay. That's all for this entry. Then the third is when debentures are issued as a collateral security. When debentures are issued as a collateral security, the journal entry is like debenture suspense account debtor to debentures. That's all. When the debentures, see the some students they get doubt as loan has been given for 10 lakh rupees. Debentures are issued as a collateral security for 8 lakh rupees only. Either I have to write 10 lakh rupees or 8 lakh rupees. This question has risen between many of the students. So I am telling you clearly for how much collateral security they have given only, that amount only we have to take, not the loan amount. So when the debentures are issued as a collateral security, debenture suspense account debtor to debentures account, the collateral security amount. That's all. When the collateral security has been reversed, you also reverse the entry. Debenture to debenture suspense account. Okay. Okay. Next, the fourth concept will be redemption of debentures. This is very easy concept, and this redemption of debentures question has come in many of the board exams in 1 marks, 3 marks, 4 marks, and 6 marks as one single point. So in any area, but this question is compulsory in your board exam question paper. So you have to be very thorough with this. This is very easy entry. So I will say it as redemption of debentures. So the question will be, I am telling the question, some example question. The question will be like this: X Limited issued 10,000 debentures of 100 each at a premium of 10%, redeemable, which is redeemable at a premium of 10%. This is the question. X Limited issued 10,000 debentures of 100 each at a premium of 10%, which is redeemable at a premium of 10%. So this will be the question. So when you are writing it, how will you write it? First of all, you should write the issue entry. So I already told you the issue entry is bank account debtor to debenture application and allotment account. How much shares they have issued for premium, that premium money will also be included. So bank, you fill the value. Then the second entry will combine the both, transfer as well the redemption. So what entry, in the first entry, what item you credited, you debit that in the second entry. Debenture application and allotment account debtor to debenture account. 2. Issue premium, you have to say it as securities premium. But redemption premium, you have to say it as premium on redemption. Please do not confuse with these both. So, debenture application and allotment account debtor to debenture account, there you will show 100 rupee value for 10,000 debentures. And 2 securities premium, this is issue premium. And then you will show 2 premium on redemption. So that will be redemption premium. And the difference between the debit and credit side will be shown as, at the debit side, loss on issue of debentures account debtor. Okay, there you have to leave one line. So first of all, you write debenture application allotment account debtor, leave one line, 2 debentures, 2 securities premium, 2 premium on redemption. The difference between the debit and credit side will be the loss on issue of debentures account debtor. I hope you understand this fourth concept also. Then the fifth concept will be writing off loss or discount on issue of debentures. The writing of loss or discount on issue of debentures will be like this. So how? This is very simple. For example, discount. The question will say discount on issue of debentures is 10,000. Loss on issue of debentures is 30,000. Securities premium showing a balance of 40,000. In this scenario, 10,000, 20,000, which is, so here the discount on issue of debentures is 10,000, loss on issue of debentures is 20,000, but securities premium balance is having 40,000. So here the rule is that loss or discount on issue of debentures, first of all, it should be written off from the securities premium. Writing off means what? You take from the, you adjust the premium balance with the loss and discount balance. It's like adjusting the profit and loss. Okay. So you have 50,000, 40,000 profit, 30,000 loss means what is the remaining? 40,000 minus 30,000, 10,000. Like that in the journal entry we have to show. So first of all, you have to adjust with the premium. So securities premium is 40,000. Loss or issue of debentures is 30,000, like that. So you have to write it as securities premium account debtor 30,000 to discount or loss on issue of debentures 30,000, because discount or loss of issue of debentures combined together it is coming only 30,000. So till securities premium is having 40,000, but you can take only 30,000 since the loss is 30,000. I think you understand this logic. Suppose if the securities premium balance is not sufficient to meet the discount or loss on issue of debentures, then you have to go for statement of profit and loss account data, securities premium account data. First you have to adjust the securities premium account data. Whatever balance is there, you adjust. Then you go for statement of profit and loss account data for the remaining balance. Then to discount or issue and loss of debentures will be the entry. So I think this also you have got some idea. I'm throwing some rough concepts here, but this is the skeleton of the journal entries. So if you are thorough with the skeleton, then you can just write it and just fill the amounts. Very easy. Okay. So then the sixth concept will be interest on debentures. They say with the TDS, that and all they will say. So when interest on debentures, so you have to show the due entry and you have to show the payment entry. So this will be covered in the, while I'm doing the practical problem, I will do it directly. So this is very easy only. So when you are paying interest on debentures to bank, like that and all we have to do. So that I'm not talking about now. So these are all the 6 concepts for now. If you are thorough with these 6 concepts, then the entire debenture chapter is over. So now we will go into the practical problem. Okay. Next, question number 7. They say that GT Limited issued 5,000 debentures of 100 each at a premium of 5% payable as follows: 10 rupees on application, 20 along with premium on allotment, and the balance on first and final call. Pass necessary journal entries. Here the company is issuing 5,000 debentures, 100 each at a premium, 5%. Now the premium is in the allotment stage now. So first is issue entry, bank account data, to debenture application account, 5,000 into 100 or 10, whatever it may be. 5,000 into 100 I treat it as. So in the question it says 100 only. So 5,000 into 100, 5 lakhs. So bank account data to debenture application is 5 lakhs, 5 lakhs. The next entry will be transfer entry, debenture application to debentures account, 5 lakhs. So this question says that Joy Limited bought building for 9 lakhs and the consideration, I already told you the second concept, purchasing of assets for consideration other than cash. So here Joy Limited is a company purchasing an asset called building, and it's issuing 10% debentures of 100 each at a discount of 10%. Okay. So first of all you have to write the purchasing journal entry, which is building account data to vendor account. 9 lakhs, 9 lakhs, very easy. Next entry will be vendor account data to, it is issuing debentures, to debentures, but here discount is also there. So vendor account data, discount or issue of debentures account data to debentures account. Now you will have to find out the number of debentures. To find out the number of debentures, what is the purchase consideration? For how much rupees they have bought the building means 9 lakh rupees. So 9 lakhs divided by issue price. Here the issue price will be 100 minus 10, which is 10% discount. So 100 minus 10 will be 90. So 9 lakhs by 90 will give me 10,000 debentures. So 9 lakhs, 9 lakhs. So 90,000 into 10 will go for vendor. 10,000 into 90 will go for vendor. 10,000 into 10 will go for discount. 10,000 into 100 will go for debentures account. That's all. Here, Amrit Limited issue 1,000 6% debentures of 100 each to Amrit and Bhaskar, each for their services in incorporating the company. So if you are paying any payment to the promoters, you should call it as incorporation expenses. So here Amrit and Bhaskar, okay, they have been paid debentures of 1,000 debentures, 100 each. So 1,000 into 100 will give 1 lakh. So 2 lakhs. So incorporation expenses account data to debentures account 2 lakhs, 2 lakhs. This is also the same entry, purchasing a plant for the premium. Okay, so I think you can also easily try this. So next I'm moving to purchasing business. So here if you see, Romi Limited acquired assets of 20 lakhs and took over creditors of 2 lakhs from Kapil Enterprises. Then it issued this much debentures as a purchase consideration. So what is the entry? Asset account debtor to creditors account to Kapil Enterprises. This is the taking over entry. Then the next entry is what? So Kapil Enterprises is the receiver of issue of debentures. Same way you plan for purchase consideration. By issue price will be the number of debentures issued. Same only. So let me check. So this is purchasing of taking over of the business. This is also same. Took over assets and liabilities from AK Limited. Okay. So here assets account data 9 lakhs, liabilities 3 lakhs to AK Limited is the vendor. Okay. So assets account data to liabilities account data to AK Limited account. So assets will be 9 lakhs, liabilities will be 3 lakhs, and then the purchase consideration will be 14 lakhs. So here 17 lakh is in the credit side of the journal entry and 9 lakhs is in the debit side of the journal, because asset is 9 lakhs, 3 lakhs is liability, purchase consideration 14 lakhs. There is a difference between the debit and credit side of the journal entry. So you can say it as the difference is goodwill, because the debit side is falling short, so that is goodwill. If the credit side is falling short, you can say it is capital reserve. The next entry is same. You are issuing debentures, you find the purchase consideration and put the entry. Purchase consideration and the number of debentures also you find and put the entry. That's all for the entry. Then I think this concept is also over. Then I will be moving to the next concept of debentures. When debentures are issued as a collateral security, I think we'll skip this ad. So Best Barcode Limited took a loan of 5 lakhs from a bank giving 6 lakhs 9% debentures as collateral security. Past journal entries regarding issue of debentures, if any, and show this loan in the back. Okay, so loan now it is a liability. Then okay, here the collateral security is how much? 6 lakhs. So debenture suspense account data to debentures account 6 lakhs. Okay, so when loan taken against it, the entry should be bank to bank loan account, bank account data to bank loan account. Okay, this also you can show. And this concept is also over according to me. Okay, so the next concept. So redemption, I've already told you the redemption. Agam Limited issued 40,000 9% debentures of 100 each and redeemable at a premium of, they are issuing at a discount of 10% and redeemable at a premium of 10%, assuming that the interest was paid half year. Okay, so I think this is interest on debentures. I told you no, I'll be dealing with it with a practical problem. So here now I am telling you, first of all, whenever you are paying interest on debenture, you should write first the debenture due entry, interest on debenture due entry. Then you have to write the payment entry. Here the interest for the year per annum you have to calculate. Interest should be calculated from Agam Limited issued 40,000 9%. That is the interest rate of interest percent. So 9% is the rate of interest for that debenture. So 4 lakhs into 9%, which will give me 3,60,000. Sorry, 40 lakhs into 9%, 3,60,000. 3,60,000 divided by 2 will give me 1,80,000. So 1,80,000 for each 6 months. If you take a year, there are only 6 months. 6 months, first 6, last 6. So that comes a year. So first 6 months will give me 1,80,000. Last 6 months will give me 1,80,000. That's what they are telling. Assuming that the interest was paid half yearly on 30th September and 31st March, give journal entries relating to debenture interest. Okay, so debenture interest account data to debenture holders. This is the due entry. Debenture interest account data to debenture holders on the 30th September date. You say 1,80,000, 1,80,000. Then debenture holders to bank account 1,80,000, 1,80,000. This is a payment entry. Same way you show it as for 31st March. So debenture interest to debenture holders 1,80,000, 1,80,000. Debenture holders to bank 1,80,000, 1,80,000. Then at the end of the year you say statement of profit and loss account data to debenture interest. The entire year interest you have to show 3,60,000, 3,60,000. Like this only you have to show and end the interest on debentures journal entry. Okay. So here we have come for the final concept of writing off loss or discount on issue of debentures. Kitply Limited issued 2,10% debentures at a discount of 5%. The terms of issue provide for the payment at the end of repayment at the end of 4 years. So it has a 5 lakh securities and premium. So discount you have to calculate here. So bank account data, same way you write the issue entry. Bank account data to debenture application. 5% means 2 lakh, 5%, 10,000 will come. So 2 lakh minus 10,000, 1,90,000. In the bank, you will receive the money only after deducting the discount. So 1,90,000, 1,90,000 is shown in the issue entry. Then you have to write the transfer entry. So debenture application account data, discount on issue of debentures to debentures account. So here the discount is 10,000 rupees and the Kitply Limited has a balance of 5 lakh in securities premium reserve. So directly you can write securities premium account data to discount on issue of debentures account. 10,000, 10,000. From that 5 lakh, this 10,000 is adjusted. But for example, if the securities premium is having only 5,000 rupees reserve, then you will have to write the entry as securities premium account data 5,000, statement of profit and loss account data 5,000 to discount on issue of debentures 10,000. That's all. That's all for the debentures chapter. Nothing else. It's very easy and you can crack it very easily. And please like the video, share the channel to your friends. Thank you friends. I'll meet you in the next video with some other good content. Thank you for watching the video. Thank you. Support.